Okay. Interesting. It looks like we're gonna be eating good tonight. We got some Resident Evil music. Alright. Anyways, back to this. As promised, we did alternate between this and Human Echo. We're gonna get right back into this. So, as usual, this should be just seen as a basic introductory narrative on Tatari, which is gonna be made into a video. Because again, Tatari is very, very strange in the Type Moon universe. People don't talk about it. People didn't play Melty Blood. Or people heard about it, or what have you. Okay. I have to read this section one more time. Then we'll carry on with new stuff today. Tatari is strange because it doesn't behave like anything we normally call a being. It's not a spirit or a monster hiding in the dark. Tatari is a curse, a phenomenon. When enough people believe in something, worry about something, or can't stop repeating a story, Tatari treats that shared thought like a blueprint, as if it shapes around the tension in the air. And what makes it unsettling is that it doesn't choose its form. People do. But remember that its spread is enough for Tatari to latch onto that singular night. Oh my god. See, chest injury is starting to act up. For people that don't know, I got a chest injury that kind of fucks up my speaking at time. Today's one of those nights. Each encounter feels surreal, like reality is slipping. Wallach's connection to Tatari is the clearest example of this. Not because he created it, but because his presence made it easier to see how it behaves. On Wallachia, Tatari was something that could reshape events in small but deliberate ways. Due to the machinations of Wallachia in the past, Sion became an unwilling anchor for Tatari. This shows how persistent Tatari is. It doesn't need a singular anchor. It can have many. At its core, Tatari can be seen as a reflection of us. Through our fears, expectations, and things we believe in. It's not alive, but it grows. It's not a character in a traditional sense, but it shapes the story all the same. And that's what makes it so unnerving. Tatari exists because people do. Okay. Alright. But let's expand on the hosts today. But yeah, like it's not the Tohno gash, but I have a gash going across my chest. Injury in combat because it was in the military. Gave me a permanent speech impediment. Back in the day when I first started doing these, I did have to use an AI voice. But I've gotten better. I'm able to dub these, but sometimes things do act, unfortunately. I do miss using Obama voice. It was very fun to make, but people didn't really like it. People wanted to hear me talk, so here we are. All right. To interact with the physical world. To interact with the physical world. Alright, as much as I love RE2 music, the rain is pretty loud. To interact with the physical world. Well, we'll say a host. Oh shit. How do I want to word this? Focal point? Yeah. A focal point through which it can be perceived. In regards to these Type Moon videos, I know a lot about Type Moon lore, specifically Tsukihime, Kara Kokai, Fate to an extent, because the lore has evolved a lot. So I just randomly come up with a topic I just want to discuss and just go with it. But if there is requests, I will do requests. Hosts. The beings. No, I'll just say host. Hosts, hots. Because Tatsuri should be seen as a phenomenon. The host. That's right. Tatsuri cannot. Will say remain invincible. Okay. All right. So now the boy, Wallachia. During the night of Wallachia. Play Melty Blood. You'll see a good example is the village stage. You know the one. The one with Wallachia's gigantic cheese in the moon. Oh man, Wallachia's hilarious. During the night of Wallachia. Used is a weird word. Allow. Ah, crap. Oh, don't put myself in a rabbit hole. Oh. Look, is it called Village? It's been a little bit since I played Melty Blood. I used to play it a lot. I used to compete in it, but not so much anymore because I ain't so young no more. IRL kicks my ass. Streets, buildings, and even we can be a little bit disruptive here. Yeah, we can be disruptive. And even the night itself. So, and even the night itself seemed to twist. As collective fears and rumors became a horrifying reality. When interacting with the physical world, Tatsuri applies a host, a focal point through which it can be perceived. Hosts act as anchors, allowing the phenomena to step into reality. Without a host, Tatsuri remains invincible. During the night of Wallachia, Wallachia was able to shape and warp the environment. Streets, buildings, and even the night itself seemed to twist as collective fears and rumors became a horrifying reality. As mentioned, talk about Sion a little bit. As mentioned, Sion came interested. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just say Sion and Wallachia have some pretty high-level family beef. Intertwine is not the right word. Entwine is the right word. And I'm gonna put this in. I'm not gonna put this in caps. I was gonna do this in all caps because I have to fight people with this all the time. Sion became entwined with Tatari through her vampiric transformation by Wallachia. I have to emphasize that because I've gotten into high-level arguments with people about this. The Sion is their wife. I'm like, okay, cool. Just because you get turned into a vampire, that doesn't mean you stop being a vampire if the person who turns into a vampire dies. You're still a vampire. That's common logic. Well, can't say common because unless you're what's the word? Yeah. Unless you're based, I guess. Man of culture, there we go. Now became entwined with Tatari through her vampiric. The fact that Sion is even still alive, that just goes to show you something. Reese got cooked. Reese definitely got cooked. Due to the specific requirements. Due to the specific requirements for Sion to manifest, to Tatari to manifest, Sion is able I cannot spell tonight. Spirit urges. However, all that gets thrown out the window once once the Night of Wallachia happens and she's in close vicinity. Oh yeah, she hits the fan. Suppressed. These suppressed instincts. Surge to the surface. And again, I promised myself I wouldn't go on a tangent because media likes to buff Sion for some weird reason. Like, again, I'm looking at you, Melty Blood manga. There's no way in hell, no way that you can survive getting cut by Tohno with his glasses off with a knife. We've seen what Tohno, by extension Nanya, can do with a knife, with glasses off, with Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception active. Because remember, Nanya is still dormant within Tohno. So Nanya, in a sense, Nanya has Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception when he takes over. It's just Tatari Nanya doesn't have it. So, using Nanya as an example, Arcueid got chopped up into very numerous pieces. So you're telling me that Tohno, with his glasses off, did not chop Sion into millions of pieces when he cut her in the manga? Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm calling shenanigans. A lot of shenanigans there. On top of Balachi said to himself, "Oh, she used her Etherlight to make a pseudo central nervous system. You did what?" Sure. Sion gets buffed. A lot. However, during Tatari events, these suppressed instincts can surge to the surface. It doesn't happen often. Hmm. In her vampiric form, I don't want to do it like that. Fine. I'm passing. No, 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 we won't do it. We won't do it. We don't even need to talk about that. Like, it's fine. We just need to mention that, yeah, during these specific events, her suppressed urges can resurface. We don't need to go. We need to not go down this rabbit hole because we're not talking about the Sion or Sion. We're talking about Tatari as a whole. We're just using Wallachia and Sion as supporting evidence. I gotta be so careful with that. How long was you doing this for? 17 minutes? Okay. Let's finish up this section and we'll wrap it up tonight. Hosts. Hosts. No. Wallachia demonstrates phenomena. Wallachia is. I don't play him, but he's very. Wallachia demonstrates the phenomenon at its most potent. At its most potent. Its most potent. Pretty much a full-scale distortion of reality. Reality. Through fear and rumor. Sion, though, is kind of weird. Well, Shion's gonna be strange. So, Shion's connection to Tatari. Highlights more subtle dynamics. more subtle dynamics. She's technically a host with she's a host with suppressed instincts. And she can partially use it. Oh, I know what's up here. Suppressed. A host with suppressed instincts. And partially. There we go. And that can spell. It's always during a stream where my spelling just goes like KO. This in a sense. In a sense. In a sense. This makes. In a sense. This makes the phenomenons manifestations. Phenomenons manifestations. This manifestation. Oh my god. Yikes. Manifestations. Unpredictable and tied to the host. And uniquely tied to the host. Yeah, because Wallachia can make. Yeah, because Shion's based on people she's interacted with. She can get Arcueid, CL, Akia. Well, Wallachia is just using rumors, actually. Yeah, he's using the rumors. Wallachia's fine. Predictable and uniquely tied. But they both share the universal kata. Let's say the host's nature. Okay. I think that's all right. Let's read what we have. I think that might be good. Because again, I'm not trying to make this long. Because again, this should be just a basic introductory thing. Because these Type Moon videos, or even Yumi Neko, they're just should be just seen as introductory. Like we're not gonna go that crazy because we could, but I'm not trying to strain my voice. And I think just getting the basics down should help people. Because again, some people don't know what Tatsuri is. Because a lot of people don't even know Melty Blood is a thing. To interact with the physical world. I forgot to interact with the physical world, Tatsuri requires a host, a focal point through it can be perceived. Hosts act as anchors, allowing the phenomena to step into reality. Without a host, Tatsuri remains invisible. Yeah. During the night of Wallachia was able to shape and warp the environment. Streets, buildings, and even the night itself seemed to twist as collective fears and rumors became a horrifying reality. As mentioned, Sion became entwined with Tatsuri through her vampiric transformation at Wallachia's hands before the events of Melty Blood. Due to specific requirements for Tatsuri to manifest, Sion can suppress her vampiric urges. However, during Tatsuri events, those suppressed instincts can surge to the surface. While not in the same capacity as Wallachia, Sion can't act as a host. Wallachia demonstrates the phenomena its most potent, full-scale distortion of reality through fears and rumor. Sion's connection highlights a more subtle dynamics. A host who suppressed instincts can partially utilize Tatsuri. In a sense, this makes the phenomenon's manifestation unpredictable and uniquely tied to the host's nature. I like it. I'm gonna probably come back and redo some things, but I do like it. We'll probably add a few more sentences to this later, but I think this is fine. Okay, so today's Tuesday, so the next time we'll be working on this is Thursday because I have a Yumi Neko video to do. I have a Yumi Neko session to do tomorrow. So stay tuned. Again, this is gonna be a short one, like at least a 10-minute video, which will be released by Christmas. So stand by. We're on the narrative. Narratives are pretty straightforward. Anyways, have a good rest of your evening. I'll see people on Thursday. Bye-bye. Take care.